Alright, well, welcome back, guys, and let's see what we feel like doing about this mess. If you don't recall, we last left off getting stuck in a high security lockdown, which is becoming quite difficult for us. Somehow we've only ran into 2 terminals this whole way through. I was kind of hoping to rely on those a little bit to get our bearings as finding the exits, and also to keep our alert down when possible. But that did not happen, because I did not find enough of them. There's one more likely to be terminal here, but it is security level 3, so probably weren't getting any indirect hacks off there. To be fair, there aren't a lot of level 1 terminals left. These higher floors, they're more likely to be higher security level, so 2 kind of what to expect. Yeah, we recently got put on high security lockdown, and we're in another situation where it's getting hard to move out of this space just because of the constant onslaught of enemies coming and our slow treads. I actually wonder if those advanced medium treads we were using may have been better because they would have been a little bit faster. Kind of wishing that we had more of that experimental weapon shielding now. All of our kinetic guns are getting shot off pretty good now. And this behemoth just showed up, which is not what I want to see. I think... Does he have weapon shielding? I'll look that up real quick. You can crit off a lot of their parts, you just can't crit their body, but I think they have a lot of part shielding, which protects your parts from critical hits. And he can also go into siege mode, which protects him from criticals as well, which he's probably going to do here pretty short. Improved weapon shielding. Actually the only shielding they have. Or protect that Nova Cannon. These are a cool loadout. They have a Nova Cannon and a quantum capacitor so they can shoot it very fast. That's why you'll notice the one that we fought last episode was shooting us like 3 times for each one of our volleys at certain points. Which is pretty nuts with a Nova Cannon. So my big concern here, I don't know who else is out here. Hopefully it's just this guy. Is how long it's going to take to kill this guy. And how many like more ARCs and assaults we're going to have to deal with by the time we can actually finish this guy off. Because I think if we kill him, we're going to get more armor, and we could probably survive off of his parts for a little bit. Then I think I'm going to grab gamma rifles, and maybe we'll turn into like a gamma rifle build for a little bit. We're going to have to survive off of the parts that we're given, but unfortunately, I feel like a lot of these guys don't have amazing parts. We've been a little gimped combat-wise because I am currently dedicating about 9 or 10 slots to the super weapon, which is a lot of inventory and a lot of utility slots for storage. And this is 6 slots. The Q cap I'm carrying is 2. The particle accelerator is another 1. Those are all basically things I'm only using for endgame stuff later. So we have been a little gimped combat-wise. The experimental coolant injector was really only for that as well, although we have been getting some value out of that. So one of our options is I could grab a bunch of flight units, these swarmers we killed, and just run. We'd be able to outrun all this stuff. We'd be able to outrun pretty much everything except for swarmers. We could probably get to an exit, and we could probably even get a win this game if we do that. But I won't be able to carry the super weapon with us, most likely, if we do that. That's just not acceptable. We might be able to equip flight units that we could carry like 1 large storage to bring this with us. I don't know how well that would work out though. I think we're gonna fight on. If we kill these guys and then manage to kill this guy, I think we could be in decent shape here. So let's just go that route and see what happens. But yeah, if we are only concerned about winning, then I think what we might do is start grabbing these flight units and just get out of here. Right, so do I have any utilities that are worth equipping right now? I have a force field on. I should probably throw in this energy well. Do I already have an energy well on? I do not. Are we down to our last one? Ooh, that is a shame. I lost 2 energy wells already. Well, good thing we had 3. Probably the best thing we could equip there. I wonder what this unknown energy gun is. Probably whatever gun the grunts have right now. Equip a Nova cannon. No, I think I want the gunslinging. I guess the other question is, do I want to go into siege mode? It's going to take a while to fight this guy. It might be worth it just for that. Although, in general, I don't want to be stuck in one place too long. If we lose too many parts, we might need to move quickly. So this could get bad, but I'm going to go into siege mode for a moment. Programmer here, and the piercing goes through a bunch of people. Gotta take advantage of that. I'll wait 1 turn to go into siege mode here. Instead of shooting my volley, which takes 3.5 turns. Alright, so the programmer is dead. Do not know who this guy is alerting, and that is concerning. The green bot should be heading to an exit. So if I keep an eye on the direction these guys are going, it's probably going to lead me to an exit. We should do that. I want to kill the... Let's just try and take out the grunts. Another air sea. Oh, and we just lost the thermal barrier. Okay, this is getting much worse, much quicker. Ooh, I'm already completely out of energy. Not a surprise, I guess. Phase shifter needs to turn off. Oh my god, was that programmer carrying couplers? That was a coupler restock squad. Jeez. Siege mode might be pretty bad here in a second, but let's see if we can just rely on it for a little bit longer. Am I at the point where we want to use the launcher? Not quite. And okay. Things just got really rough. This is where I probably need to consider... I should definitely get out of siege mode here. I think we do need to run. Can't fight all this. I have the missile launcher, but... Can't believe I couldn't kill this guy with 2 volleys. Yeah, and I figured Siege might let us use our treads for armor a little bit. But they got shot up very fast. We're taking a lot of damage right now. So I have one more pair of treads, so I need propulsion. Okay, what kind of flight units do these swarmers have? Let me looking up some information so that we can make some informed decisions here instead of guessing. Their flight units are not very good, I know that. I think those should be plagues at this point, tier 8 swarmers. Not completely sure. Those would have xenon bombardment thrusters, otherwise the virus swarmers would have... Yeah, because they're dropping heavy machine guns now, I think. Are they? I'm not really sure. I might know heavy machine guns. I think this was a heavy machine gun, and now it's coding as an unknown ballistic gun, which means I forgot what that was due to my insanely high corruption at the moment. I bet you, yeah, that's probably a heavy machine gun as well. So I think these are plagues with xenon bombardment thrusters. Xenon bombardment thruster, rating 4 flight unit, which gives whopping 7 support. So with 4 of those, like we can grab off the ground. Oh man, we'll have 28 support. I could technically carry a light storage unit. I wanted to try to hold on to the BFG. Salvage that part of our run. Some heavy armor plating. I wonder if I could just slap on some flight units and then like run off and blow these guys up with a neutron missile launcher or something. And come back and rebuild off of this stuff. Archangel's almost dead too. We're so close to actually having these guys dead, but it's just not happening right now. So I have the options of force unequipping all of my parts, which would rip off my processors. So I'd lose my advanced target analyzer, that's fine. There's one on the ground right there. Core analyzer would suck to lose, but who knows what our build's going to look like in a moment here. Improved armor integrity analyzer, not that big of a deal. Advanced system shield. We are going to flight, would be nice to have, but I do have unknown hackware here. The other thing I'm concerned about is when I drop all my storage, I'm probably going to lose random parts here because there's not enough room for everything. I think I would need to manually drop anything that I want to keep. I could use the transdimensional reconstructor too. I'm going to teleport us somewhere random. Like away from here. It drops us over here. Might be able to like rebuild off of something. We're gonna fight more assaults pretty fast, though. I don't know if we're even kitted out to fight anything right now. We really want to rebuild off of these parts. And if I use that, that's kind of our key into the extended endgame. I would need to find another one, which means I have to go to testing in S7, which is looking less and less likely with our core where it's at. I don't need to go that far into extended. Maybe I just try to take the BFG into command. Also, that teleporter is probably equally likely to drop us somewhere that we don't want to be. Down here could be bad. Over here could be bad. I'd pretty much only want it to be over here and then have time to run. I think no matter what, though, we need to get out of here because we're about to lose all of our parts. Spend a few more turns here. That either means I spend a few turns... Oh, I'm sitting on an energy well. That's where one of them is. Spend a few turns grabbing a couple of flight units and then running. Or I use the transdimensional reconstructor and pray. Either way, we are stuck in siege mode. Is bad. I didn't realize we were going to get wrecked so quickly. Losing that thermal barrier and having our energy drop so fast definitely hurt us there. Once we get over here, we're kind of screwed as well. Oh, the decisions. Launchers here. If we run as flight, this behemoth will go back to his hole, which is nice. I think that's what I should try to do. Grab a flight unit, light particle reactor to power it. Grab a launcher somewhere. This is a smart bomb launcher. I don't know how much of this stuff is still here if recyclers have been doing their thing and removing it. I think we can kind of kite and kill these guys with launchers maybe. This will be a tough spot. Well, I could launcher it. We don't want to get stuck in a stasis trap though. I think that's what we want to do here. I don't like it, but what else can we do? What I'm going to do is drop a few items while we get out of siege mode. Those items will land close to us. I feel like I should drop one item I don't want because it's going to land here. And I'll drop a flight unit, a BFG, and the launcher. And then we'll remove everything and then pick those items up and try and run. I should drop this as well if I'm going to do that. Okay, I have a lot of things I want to drop if we're going to do that. I wonder if I should equip the tractor beam for a quick second. We can pick up a lot of matter as we run. Drop something I don't want first. I'm second guessing myself. I wonder how wise this actually is. Will I really be able to kill guys and rebuild and come back and reclaim our stuff? Or are we just going to want to run? I guess we'll have the option to do either, though. So let's just go ahead and do that. I think that's our best chance to survive at the moment. Even if I teleport out of here and get to a safe spot, if we're on treads, we're just going to get assault after assault before we can really do much. Alright, let's do this. EFG. On the tractor beam real quick. The energy. Build. All our matter's refilled. Anything else I want to manually drop? Energy wall, maybe? On the ground. Oh, that was where the matter was. Alright, is it Control Shift Alt P? I think is the command. Shift Alt P. We'll detach all parts. Repeat to confirm. Here we go. Tractor beam crushed and broken. It looks like that might be... no. We lost 2 Nova cannons. Experimental coolant injector. Perf cannon. Matter compressor. Advanced cooling system. So that's all the stuff we lost because there wasn't enough room to place it on the ground. Oh shoot. We're gonna lose the VCR. We'll see. Move here, I should be able to drop it. I might die to core right now though. Oh, Hypermatrix ping. It could help. Just zoom out of here. This is the upkeep of the Xenon Bombardment Thruster. Looks like 2 energy and 1 energy per move. We're generating 15 per turn. And the speed of that is 40. Like 4.5 per turn or so. Probably equip like 3 of those without even having an engine equipped. I think we need to get out of here before we can even pick up all this stuff. I don't want to equip that right away. Oh, we're just gonna die before we even get out of this room. That is sad. Oh my god, we got misdirected. Complete worst direction for us. Okay. So this is the hypermatrix ping. It's one of the side effects of CRM. If your core drops below a certain level, you get some assembled allies. How we can best use these guys. Lost my flight unit. Makes sense to go down here and grab this one. I can grab this one, but I want my assembled to steal the attention first, I think. I feel like if I step here and equip that, I might die. This guy's making me annoying too, so I'm going to go back here because I think it's actually safer down here. The sword's going to hit me. The TR, I wonder if I just eat that. I think I do. Light unit. Oh, I misdirected. That could be fatal. Alright, I'm eating the TR with 41 core. Right, this is sketchy. So we're technically safe for a moment. I'd like to get somewhere where we know there's like loot piles. We're not going to do anything with 41 core though. In fact, I'm pretty likely for corruption to make me smack into the floor or ceiling, which is something random that corruption can do when you're flying. I might turn this off because of that. I don't know if that'll happen on core hover. Speaking of core hover, I can use propulsion armor. Maybe this is better for the time being. These guys are heading towards an exit. You mother. Yeah. I could just follow these guys. I think I will take less shots coming in here. There's an exit right there. That ARC just came out of it. Oh, why am I moving on treads? I did not mean to do that. I wanted to be core hovering. That is going to cost us. Yeah. Well, GG guys. That was a interesting run, and I'm really disappointed that it ended like that. I gotta look back at that. I don't know. I don't feel like there was a lot we could do on that last research floor to really improve our odds there. We were a little beaten up coming into it, but I thought we kind of rebuilt pretty well. We replenished all our guns. The cannons that we brought over, those hypercooled linear accelerators, were doing work for us, but they weren't sustainable with the minus salvage. But when we replenished with the KE pens and the railguns, I thought we were doing all right. They were just getting shot off too quickly. And once we hit high sec, we were done for. We were dedicating 9 or 10 slots of inventory just to the super weapon and things that like goals I had for that later in the run. I wanted to try and kill the one of the main bosses as fast as like possible. And you could do it 2 turns with the stuff I was carrying around, which I thought would have been really exciting. But we obviously didn't get to that point. But yeah, I mean, if that was 10 slots of like extra kinetic weapons or armor or something, we'd have been in a lot better shape. I maybe could have been using more armor in general. Again, if I wasn't dedicating like a slot and a half to carrying that stuff of my utility slots, we would have been better in combat. But overall, I thought our build was pretty good, even fine for research, but when you're a slow combat build, I think the variance of the research floors can get pretty rough, and I think we ran into that. And I've been talking about that ever since we got to research, that it's not guaranteed that we're gonna do well here and win, but what can you do? So I don't know. I don't really have many more thoughts on that right now, but I'll have to do another Cogmind run soon. Mix it up, do something different. That run was a lot of fun, guys. We went and explored and did a lot of stuff. I kind of went on like a sightseeing tour instead of just an optimal playthrough tour, which might be part of the reason we ended up in this situation, but I can't blame it only on that, and I don't really think that had much to do with it, to be honest. I wonder if we would have been better off if I didn't blow up those cryo cooling ducts in quarantine, because maybe that raised our alert a little bit, but we didn't run into any assaults until about a third or halfway through this last research floor, so I don't even think I can blame that. But yeah, I mean, this was supposed to be like a tutorial run on the first like couple episodes, and then we got that Exiles map that indicated that we were on a that BFG seed, and I wanted to try and do something with that, but it just did not work out this time. But yeah, I don't really have a post-mortem on the top of my head right now. If anyone has any questions or anything, feel free to drop a comment, and maybe I'll do some more thoughts. Maybe we'll get to look at it. But yeah, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys like the Cogmind content. I want to do some more Cogmind series because there's a lot of different play styles and things you can do with it, and the game is just interesting. There's a lot of it's not very samey like some roguelikes can be. So yeah, in the comments, let me know what else you guys want to see, and if you enjoyed this and other roguelikes or more Cogmind stuff, let me know. I want to keep putting out consistent content here, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it, so that's what we're going to do. So thanks again for watching. It's been a blast, guys, and I'll catch y'all next time.